boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, children of all ages. This is Jesse with the Common Nerd, bringing you pop culture and all things right through a common sense lens. And it's one of them situations where we have known that Hollywood studios, entertainment companies, just businesses in general, will do everything they can to hype up their marketing as much as possible. We know that they go after influencers, or they'll go and give them, early access or send them free gifts, certainly not paying them in any way, shape, or form, to say something nice about one of the things. Well, as technology has advanced over the last few years, especially as social media has become the predominant place to talk about a lot of these new upcoming events, whether it be a new product, a new movie, or a new television show, we have seen this kind of thing happen. We have seen very obvious examples and actually caught people in the middle of bot farms and running bot farms to try to promote and hype up things that the majority of the audience is not out there. Now, necessarily, this isn't illegal by any means, not by a long shot. I'm not saying that in any way, shape, or form, but this is something that we've known for a very long time, and it's very, very obvious. And the worst part is because the general audience is so aware of this kind of essentially astroturf, nonsensical marketing push by accounts that simply don't seem like they have legitimate people behind them in any way, shape, or form. Well, a lot of the fans end up getting a very sour taste in their mouth. And considering Marvel's Ironheart is already staring down the barrel of a very bad spot, and considering how atrocious the ratings have been for the Marvel TV series as of right now, it looks like Disney Marvel is pulling out all the stops to try to drive up any kind of hype they can for a series they already know is going to desperately fail and absolutely destroy its own ratings on Disney streaming services out there, because literally this is what's going on. This show was something that was initially supposed to have 10 episodes, just like a lot of the rest of these Marvel shows. And then, of course, they cut it down now to 6. And then on top of that, once again showing that Marvel has no faith and confidence in this show whatsoever, on top of all of that, they are now launching all 3 of the first episodes, half the season. They are dropping on the first day this thing premieres next week. It is a desperate attempt for Marvel to know that they have absolutely no chance of this thing being a success in any way, shape, or form, and now they're even hiring bots for it. And ladies and gentlemen, needless to say, it is not going over very well with the fans, and especially when it's just this obvious, because as you can see here from the headline from thatparkplace.com, Ironheart promo backfires for Disney/Marvel as fans spot copy-paste bots promoting Disney Plus series. Oh, color us shocked there. There's more of the exact same litany of the exact same kind of talking points. Oh, best Marvel product since the last Marvel product. I'm so excited for the next Marvel product, which is going to be better than the current Marvel product. We've seen this kind of stuff happen time and time again. And ladies and gentlemen, shout out to Master of the Total Defense Shogun, Master of the TDS, and his wife, Writing Raven, who have been doing a great job keeping an eye on this. Master TDS has exposed so many of these bot farms showing this kind of nonsense and pointing this stuff out because it's very obvious, and even has worked with X directly to try to eliminate a lot of this kind of stuff from their platform, because nobody wants false and fake interaction and false and fake hype, because it's literally not going to be a true representation. And once again, shows you being able to manipulate things like this with these bot accounts. It shows you exactly why certain metrics should not be trusted in any way, shape, or form. Morbin time, anybody? So we're going to share this article from thatparkplace.com, getting all of the juicy details of exactly what's going on and how obvious it is that these things are nothing more than cut and paste promo accounts. But before we do, if you do enjoy our content, hit that like button, share with all your friends, and subscribe or follow if you have not already, boys and girls, because we are grinding, we are growing. We just crossed 2,000. We're on our way to 2,100. I think we're at like 2028, and I could not do that without every single one of you. Also, there's a comment in the section down below. Does it surprise you at all that Disney Marvel is using this to try to hype up for a show that they already know is going to fail miserably? Or do you think maybe these accounts are actually legitimate? Maybe they're paid sponsorships, or maybe they're people that are just trying to cut and paste to try to promote it on their own individually. Are you excited for Ironheart? Do you know anyone that is excited for this series in any way, shape, or form outside of me and myself and a few others who want to roast it as soon as it comes out and makes fun of it, which we will be doing on Thursday nights next week, boys and girls? Let us know what you think about that in the comment section down below. In order to support the channel, please check out the links in the description. Think about becoming a member and get your name at the end credits of every single one of these videos. All right, from thatparkplace.com and our dear sweet Marvin Montanaro. Is Disney using bots to hype Ironheart? Marvel's Ironheart hasn't even premiered yet, but it looks like Disney is already pulling out every trick in the book, including what appears to be artificial X-bot promotion campaign that's raising more eyebrows than excitement. Last month, X was flooded with eerily similar tweets from accounts promoting the June 24th premiere of Ironheart on Disney+. And we do mean eerily similar. Now, this is where it gets kind of crazy, right? So now they're not the exact same wording. They're not the exact same cut and paste. But look at this. From Marvel's Ironheart to David Attenborough and the Return of the Bear, it's time to renew. Plus in 2025, dive into Marvel's Ironheart or explore the sea with Ocean David Attenborough. Look at this one. This June, including Marvel's Ironheart, David Attenborough's Ocean documentary, and a touching film on astronaut Sally Ride. Get excited for the sizzling lineup coming to Disney Plus this June. Driving to thrilling adventures with Ironheart, breathtaking oceans, and a trip to space with Sally Ride. Anybody else notice a little bit of pattern with those posts? Dozens of accounts, many with usernames like Tech Thespian, Game Giant, or Grace Web 3, share near identical phrases hyping up Ironheart, Call Her Alex, and Season 4 of The Bear, all linking to the same Tom's Guide article or similar media write-ups. A lot of them are all linking to the exact same article, boys and girls, or one, just like we've seen a million times from the legacy media over and over again. They literally repeat the exact same talking points. How many of those memes, how many of those examples have you seen of Hollywood Reporter, Variety, Deadline, all literally almost identical headlines? Oh, it's a success. Oh, it's a splash hit. It's this, it's that. And when we all know it's an absolute flop, it's a disastrous dumpster fire, right? Anybody that can do 2 + 2 = 4, basic math can kind of figure that one out. Yeah, exact same kind of thing right here, boys and girls. The posts typically follow this formula. Get ready, Disney Plus fans. Marvel's Ironheart premieres in June, along with documentaries and more. Exciting news. Dive into Ironheart, Call Her Alex, and more streaming hits this June. Marvel fans, get ready. Ironheart premieres June 24th. Time to renew Disney Plus. Now let's just stop here for a second and analyze those phrases or the ones that we saw in the obvious tweets. Who in their right mind, outside of a marketing agency, a marketing employee, or someone being paid to do this, would write out a tweet like that? Why wouldn't you say, man, I'm really excited for that new Ironheart series? Why would you include, go check out Disney Plus? Okay, anybody that's going to be a Marvel fan or anybody that's going to know about Ironheart knows where you go to watch it. You don't have to put that out there. You don't have to link an article about how excited you are for it. If it was real, natural growth, there wouldn't be links to the articles. They wouldn't be mentioning the exact same things over and over again. They'd be talking about specific individual things that they are personally excited for, not the entire slate coming from Disney Plus on June 24th. Notice how it's really, really obvious in this case. It's really, really obvious here. Even more suspicious is the near identical language structure, recycled hashtags, and near simultaneous posting between May 23rd and May 30th. The graphics used, repetitive promo images of Riri Williams, or generic Disney Plus stock art only add to the suspicion. Because honestly, it's one of those things, even if you do want to put something out there, why would you use the same images as everybody else? Why wouldn't you try to be unique and find your own one, right? But if they're of all of these same posts that are using identical language and identical articles continue to use the same graphics over and over again, are we starting to see a pattern here? Are we starting to see a pattern here? The whole thing reeks of either coordinated PR influence, marketing, or straight up botting. And it could go either way. All of these people could be paid for individual influencers, but unless they've got a whole bunch of subscribers, they're not going to pay for these people individually. Now, I haven't looked into these accounts. I don't know how many followers they've got and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, it's one of them situations where unless they've got, literally tens of thousands of followers, Disney or no other marketing group out there is going to pay them to do this. More than likely, they are bots. This is not organic growth. YouTuber Master of the TDS from Gothic Therapy was among the first to call out the strangest, posting a mock tweet that perfectly summed up the robotic nature of the promo wave. And as you can see, he's got a whole crap ton of them. He shows all the examples of all of the kind of garbage stock photo images that you can use over here, whether it be Disney or whether it be the Ironheart ones. I mean, literally, how many of those are the same? You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of those, all of the exact same stock image, which is one of the first, as a guy who's made a lot of thumbnails talking about this and Googled Ironheart way more than I ever wanted to. Literally, that is one of the first images that pops up on your Google search results. It's not anything unique. It's not anything unusual. It's not even fan art. It's literally something that's ripped straight from the Google search images, the first ones that show up. Shout out to Master of the TDS. Boop, beep. Shout out to Gina Carano. Get ready, Marvel fans. Ironheart is coming to Disney Plus on June 24th. An exciting new series you've definitely been waiting for. Insert genuine anticipation. I'm a real human. This is not a paid promotion. I care deeply about this character that I just Googled. There was an error generating independent thought. Please renew Disney Plus. I mean, over and over and over again. And I've met Master TDS. I know he doesn't sound like that. I've streamed with him before. But at the exact same time, I'd imagine he'd be just as sarcastic with that as I am and would want that kind of voice, because that's exactly what kind of nonsense garbage, bot garbage this is. Add to the low engagement across most tweets, often under 10 likes, many with 0 replies, and the whole thing reads more like a poorly disguised marketing script than genuine fandom. So now let's say here, for example, right, that majority of us out there, majority of us fans are common sense, right? We can pretty much spot a bot from a mile away because we've been on social media for longer than 5 minutes, right? Here's the other reason why they do that. Because it gets it trending. If they get enough people talking about it, they can get it trending, because that algorithm trending is just, it's free to whatever's trending, right? It's not the old days where they manipulated and all that stuff, although I'm sure there is still some manipulation. But needless to say, we can organically get things trending on X, on Twitter, right? Because we've seen it happen before. We've seen that kind of organic thing happen, right? So this is one of the reasons why they're trying to do it, because they're trying to make it look like that, because then to investors, to maybe people out there that aren't actually paying attention, well, hey, it was trending on Twitter. It was trending, man, there must be people excited about it. Yeah, what's the other reason, but the reason they do this, besides just trying to convince you that what you see is not the truth. Don't believe your lying eyes, after all. This wouldn't be the first time Disney has been accused of faking grassroots enthusiasm. The company was obviously previously caught using influencer-style coordinations for Ms. Marvel and The Marvels, both of which struggle with mainstream audiences despite glowing promotional sentiment online. Yeah, Ms. Marvel at the time was the lowest watched show on Disney Plus ever, and The Marvels is still Marvel's worst box office ever, if not the worst box office history in box office disaster in the history of all of Hollywood out there, boys and girls, and certainly the worst in recent memory. So yeah, they're being nice about those which struggled with mainstream audiences. Just be honest, Marvin, they're just a disastrous dumpster fire. Let's be completely truthful on this. Ironically, the promo offer may be doing more harm than good. Instead of building anticipation, it's fueling further distrust of Disney's marketing and drawing even more scrutiny to a show that's already controversial for ideological reasons and brand fatigue. And yeah, Marvel burnout is real. How many times have we said that? And seriously, this isn't really the great promotional version of that either. That was one of the first ridicules when the first teaser came out for this, was how that suit looked. So yeah, probably not the best thing to use in the promotional material out there either. At the time when the real buzz is hard to come by, Ironheart seems to be leaning heavily on artificial excitement. The problem is fans can tell the difference, and once they do, they don't forget. Like I said earlier, you all have been on social media for long enough, right? You can tell a bot, you can tell a Disney pixie duster, you can tell these people that are possessed by the spirit of the age, and they're going to scream, and they're going to Williams all over the internet and everything else. And it's going to be one of them situations where this is not the first time we've seen this happen. It won't be the last time we've seen this happen either. We know Disney Marvel is desperate. Marvel burnout is real. Fans are done with their garbage. Almost everything they put out of the box office fails disastrously, has lost them money. Their series, with no exception, continue to decline in their ratings over and over and over again, including, which I enjoyed, Daredevil Born Again. This is going to be even worse than that. Even if they somehow pull off some miracle of the Nielsen ratings just being so boring at the time next week when this show premieres, that those 3 episodes somehow chart enough to hit number 10 on the Nielsen ratings, it will be the last time you see that, I promise you. Marvel, you can do everything you can. You can hire all the bot farms you want. You can hire all the influencers you want. You can give them early access. You can make them go out there and say that we're not paid off by anybody out there, even though you literally show in your video that you're getting to rub elbows with Disney executives and getting special access, and you can go see things behind the scenes so you can turn into a video and make money off of it and get, special things that everybody else won't get to see, that average content creators don't get to see. So don't come at me and tell me you aren't paid shills. Don't come at me and tell me that bot farms don't exist and that every marketing agency out there uses them to drum up hype. But at the end of the day, as always has been and will continue to be true, the audience, the fans, and the nerds have always been smarter than you. We can sniff out BS from a mile away, and your stink will not sell around here. Ironheart is going to be Disney Marvel's next disastrous dumpster fire, and I for one cannot wait to review it and roast it for all of your good pleasure, boys and girls. Because, ladies and gentlemen, Disney Marvel has decided to dance with the devil. They have gotten burned. Everything that they touch turns into a disastrous dumpster fire. And after all, go woke, go broke has been proven true time and time again. The Marvel Now initiative failed in the comics. And guess what? Riri Williams and Ironheart's going to fail miserably on Disney Plus as well. And I, for one, boys and girls, can't wait to see it happen. After all, it's exactly what you deserve, Marvel.